They say that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I've been working with the law of attraction for a while, but I wasn't seeing the kind of progress I had hoped for. I was hungry for more abundance, more success, and deeper happiness. That's when I came across Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza, and it truly shifted my perspective on how the law of attraction actually works. By applying the principles in that book, I went from struggling to finally achieving multimillionaire status by the time I was 28. It also helped me find my soulmate and experience a level of happiness I never thought was possible. In this video, I'm going to break down the powerful lessons from Dr. Joe Dispenza that transformed my life and how they can help you use the law of attraction effectively to attract financial abundance, success, love, and happiness. So, stick with me to the end. And if you find value in this, hit that like button so this message can reach even more people. Let's dive in. Dr. Joe Dispenza's Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself is a book that completely changed my life, and I've read it at least 8 to 10 times. What really hit home for me was when he explained the law of attraction through the lens of neuroscience. A lot of people dismiss the law of attraction as woo-woo or unproven, but recent discoveries in neuroscience show us that this process of creating our reality is wired into our brains and nervous system. The key principle here is something called Hebb's law, which states that nerve cells that fire together wire together. Let that sink in. Nerve cells that fire together wire together. This concept was a game changer for me. Up until that point, I had been bouncing between different manifestation techniques like affirmations, vision boards, and visualization. Sometimes I'd see results, but other times I wouldn't. I'd start to doubt myself and the process. What I didn't realize was that every time I experienced an emotion, I was firing nerve cells in my brain. And as I repeated those emotions and experiences, I was creating new neural pathways, literally rewiring my brain to attract the reality I wanted. Imagine your brain like a radio. When you turn the dial to 90.1 FM, your radio is conditioned to play the station tuned to that frequency. Similarly, your brain is conditioned to produce certain outcomes in your life based on the frequency it's tuned to. Whether it's wealth, love, or success, your emotions wire your brain, and that in turn controls the results in your life. The more you align your thoughts, feelings, and emotions with the reality you desire, the stronger those neural connections become. Over time, your brain starts to produce the very results you've been visualizing and affirming. I never understood that while I was doing my affirmations, saying things like, I want more money, I want to be successful, I wasn't just speaking words. I was literally creating new neural networks in my brain that could either help or hinder me. When you apply this understanding, it shifts everything. You realize that the law of attraction isn't just about wishing for something. It's about changing the way you think, feel, and act until your brain is rewired to match your dreams. When I first started thinking about the things I wanted in life, success, wealth, relationships, I knew what I desired, but something was missing. I wanted to publish my books, attract the right people, and create abundance. But the problem was I wasn't truly engaging emotionally with these goals. I realized that without emotion, my affirmations, my thoughts, and even the law of attraction just became hollow words, unable to reach my deeper mind or make any lasting impact on my nervous system. And if you can't engage your brain this way, you can't rewire it. And without rewiring, change won't happen. I thought to myself, why isn't anything manifesting? Why am I not seeing the results I want? I had no idea that the key to unlocking my potential was tied to changing the way my brain functioned, how my synaptic connections were wired, and ultimately, how I engage my emotions with my thoughts. Here's the crazy part. I always believed I wasn't good with numbers, that I was stuck in a certain way of thinking, and that was just who I was. Ever heard that saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Well, I was living like that saying was true until I discovered neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's remarkable ability to rewire itself, to learn, adapt, and even reinvent itself. This opened my eyes. I could retrain my brain to attract the success I wanted, to manifest wealth, or even to build the kind of relationships I desired. The secret? Emotion. Emotion is the key that activates new neural pathways, making it possible to rewrite the programming of your brain. Once I understood this, everything changed for me. I realized that by repeatedly engaging my emotions with my desires, I could rewire my brain, making it an actual magnet for success, for money, for fulfilling relationships. The more I repeated this process, the more my brain naturally started aligning with the life I wanted. That's when I started dedicating myself to creating tools that would help me retrain my mind, tools that could recondition my brain for success, tools that would build new neural networks, firing on all cylinders to attract abundance. I didn't want to just work myself to the bone. I wanted to reprogram my mind so that everything I desired would come to me effortlessly. That's why I talk about the second mind so much. After learning about the power of neuroplasticity, I realized that my old programmed brain, the one society had shaped, was my first mind. But I could consciously choose to create a second mind, one I'd reprogram myself. This second mind wasn't constrained by past limitations or external programming. It was a mind I shaped intentionally, a mind that attracted the life I wanted. I learned that the key to my future lies in my ability to change my nervous system and my brain. Just like a governor in a car, my brain had been set to only attract a certain level of success, wealth, or even relationships. It had a built-in cap, a limit. No matter how hard I worked, I couldn't break past that threshold. But once I reprogrammed my mind, I removed that governor. I no longer had to settle for just enough. I started attracting more than I ever thought possible. If you're feeling stuck, like no matter how much you desire something, you're not getting there, it's likely because your brain has a limit, just like mine did. The good news is you can change it. You can reprogram your mind to break free from those limitations and start attracting the life you want. You are the creator of your future, and it all starts with how you rewire your brain and engage your emotions. So take control and watch your life transform. Have you ever wondered why certain patterns in your life seem to repeat themselves, no matter how hard you try to break free? I know I did. And it wasn't until I dove deep into the science of the subconscious that I realized the root of my struggles. The real issue wasn't just the actions I took. It was the conditioning of my mind, specifically my subconscious mind, that kept me stuck in the same cycles. If you're ready to change the way you experience life, I want to share with you a powerful realization that changed my life forever. By reprogramming your subconscious mind, you can change your entire personal reality. It's as simple and as powerful as that. Joe Dispenza, a true pioneer in neuroscience, teaches that our personality shapes our personal reality. And that's not just a metaphor. Your personality, which is formed by your beliefs, habits, and thought patterns, directly impacts how you experience life. But the great news is that you can reprogram your personality to transform your reality. Imagine breaking free from the old ways of thinking and being that have held you back, and instead, stepping into a version of yourself that aligns with your dreams and desires. One of the most profound tools I found to help with this transformation is something I created called the second mind. It's a free demo I put together to help recondition the mind and shift old patterns. If you're curious about how it works, you can find the link in the comments below. It's designed to help you move beyond surface-level affirmations or mental gymnastics, and instead, to truly rewire your brain at a deeper, more effective level. See, many people get stuck in the mental realm when trying to manifest change. They repeat affirmations, but without real emotional connection, they never create the neural pathways needed to make lasting shifts. The brain doesn't change with just thoughts alone. It needs to feel the change. When you engage emotions in your practices, you begin firing new neural connections, and that's when true transformation happens. Through neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and form new neural connections, we can essentially train our minds to become magnets for what we want in life. Neuroscience has advanced to a point where we now know it's possible to systematically reprogram the brain for success, joy, abundance, and love. And this isn't some far-off dream. It's a reality that's available to you right now. I've experienced this firsthand. By consciously shifting my mind and reprogramming my subconscious, I've unlocked an entirely new reality for myself, one that aligns with my highest potential and deepest desires. This isn't just about thinking positively. It's about real, physiological changes in the brain that enable you to create the life you truly want. So what are you waiting for? Start today by reprogramming your mind. Whether it's through the second mind, hypnosis, affirmations, or mental rehearsals, whatever tool resonates with you, make sure you leave each session as a different person. That's the key. When you walk away from a practice feeling better, feeling more aligned with your highest self, you've activated the neural connections that will support your transformation. Now, I invite you to comment below, rewire, recreate. That's your affirmation that you're ready to shift your consciousness and create a new, empowered reality. And remember, you are never stuck. Life is full of opportunities for growth, and you have the power to step into a whole new version of yourself at any moment. It's in your control. It's in your power. And with the knowledge we now have, it's exciting to know that change is possible. You can rewire your brain, and when you do, amazing things will unfold. If you're interested in learning more, check out Joe Dispenza's books. They'll guide you through the science and wisdom of personal transformation. And if you haven't yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you never miss a video that could help you on your journey to success. Life is love. You are a divine being, connected to universal energy. And the best part? You're just getting started. Let's rewire, recreate, and transform together.